What if Gojo wasn't sealed in the Shibuya incident? How would that have changed the events? The Shibuya incident arc from Jujutsu Kaisen is a pivotal point where Gojo Satoru gets sealed away, significantly changing the dynamics and outcomes. Kenjaku, the mastermind, orchestrated a large-scale curse user invasion of Shibuya. This chaos served two purposes. It created a hostage situation with countless civilians, and it lured Gojo into the heart of the conflict. Gojo wouldn't hesitate to intervene in such a dire situation, where the lives of innocent civilians were at stake. However, the sheer number of civilians also limited Gojo's fighting style. He couldn't unleash his full power without risking collateral damage. This gave the special-grade cursed users involved, Jogo, Hanami, and others, an opening. They strategically attacked Gojo in waves, forcing him to constantly be on the defensive and depleting his cursed energy reserves. The key to the plan was the Prison Realm, a special cursed object. To activate it, the target needs to be incapacitated within a specific barrier for a full minute. Kenjaku anticipated Gojo's immense speed and reflexes, so they employed a devious tactic. During the chaos, Suguru Geto's body, now a vessel for Kenjaku, used a forbidden technique to unleash a domain expansion that overloaded Gojo's senses with information. In that brief moment, when Gojo was momentarily overwhelmed, the special-grade sorcerers coordinated a surprise attack. They managed to restrain him within the Prison Realm's barrier for the crucial minute, effectively sealing him away in a cursed dimension. But what if things had gone another way? What if the powerful sorcerer escaped from getting sealed? Well, the prison dimension was extremely powerful, and unfortunately, there's almost no escape for Gojo from within it. Yet after a lot of thinking, I found a way by which Gojo could have escaped the Prison Realm. It might seem extremely improbable, but believe me, this is the only logical way I could think of Gojo escaping from the Prison Realm. The Prison Realm technique itself is designed to be inescapable, trapping even the most powerful cursed beings. However, there was still a way by which Gojo would have been able to escape the Prison Realm. Considering Gojo's immense cursed energy and mastery of Limitless, if Gojo hadn't been completely restrained within the barrier for the full minute, he might have been able to forcefully break free. For that, Gojo could have unleashed a surge of cursed energy, attempting to disrupt its formation. This could potentially weaken the technique, or create an opening, albeit a slim one. However, this hinges entirely on Gojo being aware of the Prison Realm's activation and reacting instantaneously, which doesn't seem like the case. But if he had successfully escaped from getting sealed, how would the upcoming event unfolded? Well, I found 3 interesting theories on how things would have unfolded if Gojo had been there, so let's dive in. The first theory is the most obvious one. Gojo's presence would be bad news for the curses, and lots of sorcerer casualties would be minimized. Imagine the scene. Gojo Satoru, the invincible master of Limitless and Six Eyes technique, standing tall amidst the chaos. His mere presence would have deterred countless curses from engaging directly, as his overwhelming power has been proven time and time again to be nearly unmatched. With Gojo active, the focus would likely shift towards preemptive strikes and strategic maneuvers. Known for his brilliant mind and tactical prowess, Gojo could deploy domain expansion techniques like Ultimate Void to incapacitate large groups of curses without causing widespread destruction. Unlike the more indiscriminate attacks from other sorcerers, this controlled approach would minimize collateral damage and prevent the curses from capitalizing on the chaos and fear caused by widespread devastation. Moreover, Gojo's presence on the battlefield would serve as a beacon of hope and morale for the sorcerers. As a pillar of strength and leadership, his mere existence would embolden his allies, fostering a more organized and aggressive response. This would undoubtedly lead to fewer casualties and desertions among the sorcerers' ranks. With Gojo's involvement, the focus could shift toward neutralizing key threats more effectively. For instance, the confrontation with Mahito and the possessed Geto, under Kenjaku's control, would take on a different dynamic. Gojo's familiarity with their tactics and abilities, combined with his ability to see through curse techniques using the Six Eyes, would nullify many of their advantages. The high likelihood of quickly subduing major threats and curbing the curse's plan to cause widespread chaos and gather negative energy would lead to a swifter resolution of the incident. With Gojo's unparalleled power and strategic brilliance, the curse's ambition to create a world of chaos where they dominate would be thwarted. Instead, the Shibuya incident might conclude with minimal human and sorcerer casualties, maintaining the delicate balance between the realms and preventing an unprecedented catastrophe. Gojo's abilities and his profound impact on both the psychological and physical aspect of battles have been well documented throughout the series. His strategic acumen, combined with his unmatched power, realistically sets a scenario where his presence alone could prevent the Shibuya incident from escalating to its devastating heights, ensuring a favorable outcome for the sorcerers and the preservation of the natural order. Well, that was only one of the 3 theories. In the next theory, we'll see the possibility of Gojo confronting Geto, Kenjaku, much earlier during the Shibuya incident. The emotional weight of this encounter cannot be overstated. Once united by their shared vision and unwavering bond, Gojo and Geto now found themselves on opposing sides, their ideologies and allegiances shattered. As Geto revealed his true intentions, driven by Kenjaku's sinister influence, Gojo steeled his resolve, recognizing the grave threat his former comrade posed to the delicate balance between the realms of humans and curses. Gojo's preparation for this battle would be meticulous, drawing upon his intimate knowledge of Geto's tactics and abilities. Having witnessed his friend's growth firsthand, Gojo understood the intricacies of Geto's curse techniques, formulating countermeasures and strategies to neutralize his every move. Conversely, Geto, fueled by Kinjaku's ambitions, sought to exploit any perceived weaknesses in Gojo's defenses, devising intricate plans to overcome the seemingly insurmountable obstacle in his path. The initial exchanges between these two titans set the tone for the epic clash to come. Gojo's limitless and six-eyes technique clashed with Geto's cursed arsenal, creating a spectacle of raw power and strategic brilliance. Spells and counterspells woven with precision, each sorcerer leveraging their intimate understanding of the other's methods to gain the upper hand. As the battle raged on, pivotal moments emerged where Gojo's foresight and deep personal insights into Geto's psyche proved invaluable. With a masterful maneuver, Gojo exploited a subtle flaw in Geto's technique, turning the tide of battle in his favor. Geto's frustration mounted, his carefully laid plans unraveling before the indomitable might of his former friend. Internally, Gojo grappled with the emotional turmoil of facing a comrade-turned-adversary. Memories of their shared triumphs and camaraderie flickered in his mind. Yet his unwavering resolve to protect the balance remained steadfast. Geto, driven by Kenjaku's influence, expressed his exasperation through guttural outbursts, his pride wounded by Gojo's unyielding dominance. As the battle reached its climax, two potential outcomes emerge: Geto's tactical retreat or his capture at Gojo's hands. In the former scenario, Geto's withdrawal would signal a strategic victory for Gojo, disrupting the curse's plans and shifting the balance of power decisively in favor of the sorcerers. Alternatively, Geto's capture would represent a significant blow to the cursed forces, depriving them of a formidable leader, and potentially providing invaluable insights into their machinations. Either outcome would profoundly impact the Shibuya incident, bolstering the sorcerer's morale and diminishing the curse's ability to sow chaos and destruction. In the short term, Gojo's triumph would grant the sorcerers a tactical advantage, enabling them to regroup and mount a more coordinated offensive against the remaining cursed threats. The long-term consequences of this confrontation would reverberate throughout the cursed world, potentially altering the trajectory of future arcs. Geto's defeat or capture could fracture alliances within the cursed ranks, disrupting their overarching plans and sowing discord among their forces. Conversely, his retreat might prompt a reassessment of strategies, leading to new and unpredictable challenges for the sorcerers to overcome. Okay, that was the second theory. Now let's move toward the final theory. In the final theory, Gojo's presence could prevent the theft of the cursed object, and its implication in the rest of the story would be phenomenal. During the tumultuous events of the Shibuya incident, these artifacts became highly coveted targets for the curses, who sought to exploit the chaos and steal them for their nefarious purposes. However, with Gojo Satoru actively involved, these plans would face a formidable obstacle. Gojo's deep understanding of the significance of cursed objects and their potential for misuse would make their protection top priority. As the sorcerers mobilized to confront the onslaught of curses, Gojo would meticulously devise a multi-layered defense strategy, leveraging both human and magical resources to safeguard these volatile artifacts. The initial setup saw Gojo organize the deployment of sorcerers at key locations housing cursed objects, creating a formidable perimeter of defense. Utilizing his six eyes and other cursed techniques, he implemented advanced surveillance systems, enabling him to detect any unauthorized access or manipulation attempts from miles away. This comprehensive monitoring network acted as an early warning system, allowing Gojo to rapidly respond to any emerging threats. Collaboration with other high-level sorcerers would be paramount in executing this plan. Gojo coordinates with individuals known for their defensive capabilities, assigning them to guard the most vulnerable objects. Sorcerers adept at barrier techniques or domain expansions were strategically positioned, creating overlapping layers of protection that would challenge even the most cunning of curses. Anticipating the ingenuity of certain curses known for their stealth and cunning, Gojo prepared countermeasures and traps at strategic points. Intricate curse techniques lay in wait, primed to ensnare any entity that dared to breach the defensive perimeter. His meticulous planning left no stone unturned, ensuring that every potential avenue of attack was accounted for and neutralized. Gojo's active presence and preparedness acted as a powerful deterrent, dissuading many curses from even attempting to steal cursed objects. The mere knowledge of his involvement and the formidable defenses in place likely prompted them to recalibrate their strategies, focusing their efforts on less fortified targets or alternative means of achieving their goals. As the theft attempt commences, Gojo's surveillance systems immediately detect the anomaly, triggering a rapid response. Within moments, the would-be thieves find themselves confronted by the indomitable force of Gojo Satoru, his limitless and six-eyes techniques at the ready. What ensues is a masterclass in tactical superiority. strategy, as Gojo deftly counters every move, employing a repertoire of curse techniques and strategic maneuvers to neutralize the threat. As the dust settles, the would-be thieves lay defeated, their ambitions thwarted by the impenetrable defenses orchestrated by Gojo Satoru. His strategic brilliance and overwhelming power have once again safeguarded the delicate balance between the realms, preventing the curses from gaining a devastating advantage in their quest for dominance.